We start tonight with controversy at the state capitol. State lawmakers wrapped up their legislative year over the weekend, but it was not without protest over the state's landmark reparations bill. Two bills did not get a final vote. ABC 10's Becca Habegger joins us in studio with what happened and what could come next.
You know, Alex, many supporters of reparations for Californians who are descendants of chattel slavery in the U.S. feel outraged tonight. That's after Assembly members refused to bring to a vote on Saturday two bills that would have created the infrastructure for meaningful reparations.
Supporters of reparations gathered at the Capitol Saturday in support of two key bills by Senator Stephen Bradford, who sat on the California Reparations Task Force. The task force met over the course of 2 years, hearing from the public and experts on the long-lasting effects of chattel slavery on Black Americans. Last summer, members published their final report of more than 1,000 pages and more than 100 recommendations.
We're 160 years overdue for this.
On Saturday, Senator Bradford hoped his Assembly colleagues would put his two key reparations bills up for a vote. Senate Bill 1403 would have created the California American Freedmen Affairs Agency, tasked with implementing reparations and determining eligibility. Senate Bill 1331 would have established the Fund for Reparations and Reparative Justice to eventually pay for the various forms of reparations. Neither of these bills included cash payments for recipients of reparations, and neither of these bills went up for a vote in the final hours of the legislative session, effectively killing them for the year.
We owe it to our ancestors, and I think we disappointed them in a way by at least not having the floor vote and letting the people decide, let the legislators decide whether it should have gone to the governor's desk versus holding the bills.
This session, the California Legislative Black Caucus published a list of 14 bills as part of its reparations package. But Bradford's two bills that brought supporters out on Saturday were not among the 14. In a statement, the caucus wrote, in part, members have chosen to concentrate our collective energy on the legislative priorities that the entire caucus has voted on and those that positively impact Black Californians. We remain committed to our long-term goals and recognize that this is a multi-year effort. 9 of the caucus's 14 priority bills passed the legislature, including a formal apology from the state for human rights violations and crimes against humanity on African slaves and their descendants.
An apology is not reparations. Nobody can eat no apology. Nobody can pay their rent with no apology.
Chris Lodgson with the Coalition for a Just and Equitable California says he is outraged the California Legislative Black Caucus didn't bring Senator Bradford's two bills up for votes.
It's disrespectful and it's disgusting. I consider it a betrayal of the people.
And Becca, from what we are hearing, there are plans to try again next session, right?
That's right. Yeah, Alex, you know, supporters of Bradford's two bills say they're going to fight for this next year, though Senator Bradford is now termed out and no longer able to serve. One of the reparations bills the California Legislative Black Caucus passed is actually something you'll see on your ballot, now called Proposition 6. It would change the wording of the California Constitution, which currently outlaws all forms of slavery except for the involuntary servitude of inmates.
All right, Becca, thank you for the update. And you know, we will keep you updated at home.